Hello, welcome. I'm Laura Cepeda, and today we are in a different scenario. I want to show you something that my grandmother gave me. Today we are at my mom's house, and I wanted to show you this beautiful tablecloth. This is one of my treasures, and I have it since I was young. My grandma gave it to me, and I love it. I want to share this idea with you. I want to share the stitch that she made to make this beautiful tablecloth. To me, it's something so precious that I will give it to my daughter too when she grow up, and I want that she keep it, and then she gave it to one member of her family, and like this I want that she keep it. I think that these kind of things are the ones that you should keep but also use. Okay, please don't keep it there with the dust. You have to use it, you have to share it with your friends, with your family. You have to enjoy it of this piece. Of course you have to take care of it, but please enjoy it. Things are for use, okay? So don't let them there with all the dust, with the old things. Enjoy it of this, use it in special occasions, and show your family what your mom, and in this case what my grandma used to do. Imagine how many hours of work she has to, how many material. Of course, before the tables were huge, so she made this for the table that she used to have in her house. So today I didn't have a table in my house like this. So that's why I came to my mom's house, because she has this beautiful table, and I wanted to show you how it looks extended. But well, today I will give you all the secrets and tips. I will show you how you can make this stitch. If you want, you can make a tablecloth like this, or you can make small pieces. Probably you can use this stitch to make a blouse, or to make a vest, a poncho, or use it to decorate an edge of something. You can make many things, okay? So let's start. I want to give you the material list, and then I will give you the step by step. But remember that before we start, I want to invite all of you to subscribe. It's completely free, and also to leave me a comment if you like it. Okay, so let's start. And as I told you, I will show you just the stitch. If you want, you can make a tablecloth, but this is just an idea. Okay, so now let's start, and I hope that soon I can introduce you to my mom. She is the one that taught me how to crochet, and I love her. And today we are at her house. So now let's enjoy, and let's start. When we will start making the circles, we are going to make small and big circles. I will show you. To make this tablecloth for a big table, we will use 2 kilograms of one yarn that is between fine and light material, and I will use the hook of number 2.5 millimeters. In this case, I will make it in white, but remember that if you want to make a blouse, approximately 400 grams and so. So we will start making 5 chains. Well, at the end, we are going to close in circle like this. We are going to slip one to close. Let me show you. We will take both threads, so later we can hide the thread that we used to start. And now here inside we are going to make double crochet, but first we will go up with 1, 2, and then here inside we are going to make double crochet. We are going to make 24 double crochet. Okay, like this, all of them inside of the circle that we made. And as you could see, while we crochet this 24 double crochet, I will take the thread that we used to start and crochet over it so we can hide it, or if you want later you can hide it using the embroidery needle. Well, so here at the end we are going to slip one to close after we finish to make 24 double crochet. Please count them before we start with the next row. Once you are sure, we will go up with 3 chains, and then in the next stitch we are going to make a double crochet, then 1 chain, in the next stitch a double crochet. So we are going to make double crochet over double crochet, and at the end we must have 24 double crochet but with one chain between them, okay? So please at the end count. Well, at the end of the row we are going to have 24 double crochet. Then we will go up with 3 chains and 2 chains more, and now we are going to continue making double crochet over double crochet, but instead of making one chain between them we are going to make 2. Also at the end please count that you have 24 double crochet, okay? And see you at the end of this row. Well, at the end of the row please count that you have 24 double crochet, and we are going to finish making 2 chains, and we are going to slip one to close. Now to start with the next row we will make a different stitch. So first we are going to slip one to start right here in the next, over the next double crochet we will go up with 3 chains, then inside a double crochet, then 2 chains, and in the same place a double crochet, and here we will have a V. Well, then 3 chains, and then in the next space a single crochet. Okay, so again we are going to repeat 3 chains, and in the next space a double crochet, then 2 chains, and in the same place a double crochet, then 3 chains and a single crochet in the next space. And like this is how we are going to continue repeating these segments all around. And well, and here we finished the circle. We made 4 rows, right? We are going to make a second circle like this one, but we are going to leave the last row in hold because we will use that row to join. Remember that I like to join while we crochet so the stitch and the pleat can perfectly blend. So see you at the end of the last row of your second circle to show you how we are going to join. Okay, so here we are. I already made a half of the row of the last row, okay, of the circle. So now remember that we continue with the segments. Here I finished to make the V. I made 1 chain, and I'm going to insert the hook right in the middle of one of the V's that we have of the first circle. We are going to slip one to close, then we are going to make 1 chain, and we are going to come back to the center of the V and make the double crochet to complete the stitch. Then 3 chains and a single crochet. As you could see, we are completing the last row while we join. So then we are going to make 3 chains, a double crochet, then 1 chain, and now we are going to repeat. We will insert the hook right in the middle of the V of the first circle. We will go in order, remember. If you want, you can put some markers to point it out where you are going to insert your hook so you can see exactly. Then we are going to come back to complete the stitch to the second circle. We are going to make the V, then 3 chains and single crochet. And we are going to join, we will make 2 joins, okay? And then we are going to finish to complete the stitch of the second circle. I will join 2 more circles right here below. Well, I want to show you to join we have to always leave the same number of segments, okay, and join always in the same place. And in the 4th row we are going to join here in 2 different sides. So I suggest that you leave the last row in hold so you can join while you crochet. Okay, so for example here I just made less than the half of the row so I can join here. Well, I want to show you, so here we have 4 circles. As you could see, I made 2 joins, and inside we must have 1 segment left, okay? So check that. Please take into account these details Okay, because then in the center we are going to make a different circle that I will show you. So now let's continue, let's complete the stitch, and we are going to use the same technique here inside of the V. We are going to insert the hook, we are going to slip one to joint, and then we are going to come back and complete the stitch. I suggest that every time that you finish a circle, you hide all the threads that you may have, because later you will be lazy too. So it's very important that every time that we finish a circle, we hide the threads. So then we are going to continue. Remember that we will make 2 joints always. And like this is how I will blend the joint. If you feel that it's too difficult or you don't like it like that, you can sew it. In this case, I'm using a fine material, but you can use a light material or medium weight yarn like you want, but the size of the circles will be modified, and also you will have to change the number of your hook. Like this, it will be easier to calculate how many circles do you need to make the idea that you want. Remember that here in the center we are going to make a stitch, but for example here you made a sample. Here you have 4 circles, so you can calculate how many circles do you need to make the tablecloth that you want, or to make the blouse. Okay, like this you can calculate exactly how many circles do you need to make your idea. Well, I will show you how we are going to make this center. Remember that I asked you to leave one segment always free. Well, from there is where we are going to join. And now I will show you how we are going to join here in this center. As you could see, I made 2 circles more, so I can show you how we are going to make. It will be the double of size of the center that we made in the circles. If we will make it double, because if we make it with 5 chains, we will make a spoon effect, and the shape of our table cut or of our project will distort. So instead of making 5 chains, we are going to make 10 chains instead. So we will start like this: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we are going to slip one to close. Like this, we will take both threads, and then inside we are going to make 4 single crochet. As you could see, while I make this 4 single crochet, I will crochet over the thread that we used to start to hide it a little bit. Remember that it's important to hide these threads before we cut them. So we are going to make 4 single crochet. Then we are going to take one of these 4 segments that we have free of one of the circles. We are going to slip one to join, and then we are going to come back to the circle and make 4 single crochet inside in this circle. Then we are going to go in order and take the other segment that we have free. We are going to slip one, and then we are going to come back and make 4 single crochet, 3 and 4. Then we will go and take the other right here. Yes, this segment. Remember, in order, and try to make this step a bit loose. Try not to tie too much, because if not, the shape will distort. You see, it's so easy and it looks beautiful. And then we are going to join the last 4th segment. So here we are going to slip one, then we are going to finish the row slipping one, like this. So easy, right? And well, with this we finish. And remember that you can make more circles like this to complete the shape of the project that you have in mind. In this case, I show you that my grandma made this beautiful tablecloth, but even like this, with 6 circles, you can make individual uh, tablecloths, or you can make a blouse, or also a blanket. Imagine to make a blanket with this technique, or a sweater. You can make a lot of things, or you can make a long strip of circles like this one to make a belt. Also imagine a headband. I don't know, you can make many things, but also remember, like with this, you can calculate the exact number of circles that you need according to your project. So you can make a sample like this one, and then you can calculate with a shirt, or with a skirt, or with something that you have in mind. You can take the model of it, and you can make the exact number of circles to complete the shape of your project. Okay, at the end we are going to iron using a soft protection under. Well, so what do you think? I love this idea, I love this stitch. It is so easy. I know that you don't believe, but yes, with just few steps, my grandma made this beautiful tablecloth. It was a lot of work. Imagine to make this tablecloth for this big table. For sure, it's something that I will treasure. As I told you, I suggest that you should iron using a protection on there, and remember, very soft and gently, just extend, correct how the circles you want it to be, and just use a protection. Okay, like this, as I told you, you are going to calculate how many circles do you need for the long and wide of your tablecloth. It that's the case. Okay, if not, you can make a blouse or something else. Remember to give me a like, to subscribe, and to share this video if you like it. Thank you so much, and see you soon.